And welcome, CommunityFT members, to this morning's daily market report brought to you on behalf of CommunityFT, in which we shall take a look, guys, at some potential movements to occur over the next 24 hours in some very popular and liquid asset classes. But before we do that, at this point, if we can all collectively embrace a risk warning. So familiarize yourselves here, guys, with the info in front. Engage as much as is possible so that hereafter any decisions you do make in your trading are of a fully informed nature. Okay, so on the cards for us today, we're going to take a look at some economies, the value of those economies as is reflected by the value of their currency. And then let's take a look at soybean to help us analyze a commodity and diversify our scope. Okay, so what we're looking at in front of us now, guys, is the euro versus the US dollar. Now, the first thing we noticed over the last given period of time, okay, is the gradual rising of support in this market. And what's also interesting is that that is coupled with horizontal resistance. And those of us who are familiar with some classic technical analysis techniques based on the theory of supply and demand will understand that this gives us an insight into what we call an ascending triangle. And the ascending triangle can be used to identify potential weaknesses in the market where floors may indeed be broken. And that would be, of course, a diagonal here for the ascending triangle, or perhaps even around the apex when a decision needs to be made as to which way the market is going, because the market cannot approach a zero price change over time. Furthermore, then we can also use the 55-day exponential moving average coupled with the stochastic oscillator to help us look as to where those potential movements might be. And those of us using longer term methods will probably be waiting for that. You know, those of us looking to trade these sorts of movements may wait for further confirmation here from this market. Okay, let's move on and take a look at soybean. What we're looking at now, guys, is the daily chart of this particular commodity, or this particular agricultural. And we see over the last quite long period of time, guys, okay, there's just been a lot of ranging, no major action. Recently we had a little bit of a bullish trend, then we had a bearish trend on a reversal, and even that seems to be now over. So the large trends that were once in the past seem to be not too common anymore for soybean. In terms of helping us to find those technically, though, the same principles apply. And what we're looking at here is, okay, we're looking at a short signaled by the 55-day exponential EMA. And of course then at the same time we saw a little bit of a spiking return on the commodity channel index, which may have been indicative of where the trend was actually going or where the market was heading. That's of interest to us because we can use that pattern to help us identify those particular spots in the future and those particular points of interest. But in terms of this movement, okay, you can see here the 55-day exponential moving average hasn't been very good at all. So what we need, and this is our own strategy here, guys, what we actually need, okay, is a strategy that allows us to add to winning positions. And that's exactly what's happened here. You can see the first position we entered made a total of 902 pips profit. The second position, the adding to that winning position, made a total of, let me just get my crosshairs back, guys, made a total of 274 pips profit. Okay, and that's where the money lies for traders. And of course there was also profit made here on this particular side as well. So we hope that's been of help, guys, and you can see here how the overall profits then recoup the small losses we do indeed make. I hope that's been of help. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch. We welcome all inquiries. Have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow, and as we say here, keep learning.